I'm Ruth Marco from Theatre to Go. We are producing a new musical entitled It's Never Too Late by 94-year-old playwright Lou Di Pietro. As the director of the play, I sat down with Lou to find out more about the play, why he wrote it, and just to find out more about him.
I'm going to be 94 years old on January 27th, and I have 4 children, one of whom is the playwright Lou Di Pietro. When I was growing up in Cliffside Park, New Jersey, I always wanted to be a baseball player, and that's what I thought of myself in high school, as a baseball player. At the age of 15 years old, after getting permission from my parents, I toured the country with what they called a barnstorming team. After I graduated from high school, I immediately went to Whiteville, Virginia, and played in a minor league, unaffiliated baseball team. And I was in seventh heaven because I thought, now I'm on my way of fulfilling my dream. I was speaking to one of the coaches on the team, and I asked him, I said, do you think that I'll ever be able to make the major leagues? And he said, no. And the reason, he said, was that I was too light and I was too small. I wasn't tall enough. So I left the team. But I had enrolled to go to college, and that's where I went. I went to college. And also, at that time, I was married. So it was very difficult. It would have been very difficult for me to go back into the minors. At that point, I felt I would just be wasting my time because I saw men playing on that minor league team that I was on in their 30s, still playing in an unaffiliated minor league team, trying to make an affiliated minor league team. So I said, that's it, I'm going to quit. But in looking back, I have regrets that I did leave that team. I should have, in looking back, went back and tried, because who knows what would have happened, made that decision. So I learned a lesson that it's never too late. I could have gone back, but that's all in the past. So that is the reason that I wrote this show, to tell people in a way that it's never too late. If you have a dream, don't give up on it, no matter what your age or what your situation is. There's always a way, and somehow, if you follow your dream, it will happen. But if you give up on it, if you say no to it, that's it. It's all over.
So here you are at age almost 94, and it's still never too late, because now you're following another dream.
That's correct. The dream of doing this particular play, which I felt to tell the story in words and in music, that it's never too late. And some of the characters that I've drawn on in the play is from my experience and from my wife's experience of life.
You mentioned your son, Lou Di Pietro, who's a famous playwright and has won a couple of Tony Awards.
Yes.
And how does he feel about you moving into his territory?
He's delighted. He was surprised at first that I did write, and he gave me some ideas, and I asked him some questions. Was this too extreme and things like that. But he said no. He said the characters are authentic and they're explainable and they're real. So he has been very supportive.
You collaborated with a very young, up-and-coming composer by the name of Louis Josephson.
Correct.
So this play spans generations.
But I never thought of it that way. I'm just looking for a talent that I can work with. And Louis has a fine talent. I love his musical ability. He writes beautiful melodies, and he's hardworking, and we get along good together. So I'm very happy to be working with him.